Let's
Falcons
go,
is gonna continue
Gozen.
this crazy upward trajectory after being relegated and then getting themselves a 3rd place at the end of last year.
Well, it's do or die. It's going to be G2 Gozen starting things
Oh,
off
that's
on
a
defense, while
heavy
Falcons
split.
Vega on the attack. As we instantly see sort of a crunch onto this A side. Double-sided approach. Aim main already infiltrated. There may be trouble as Rescue tries to fend off the attackers, but as she's taken down, it's Petra with a double. So G2 Gozen sticking on top. Ludge. That's an upper angle. Could be really strong if he catches them off guard, and she does so. That's Ludge swinging it all back in favor of the Falcons. And G2 might be in little trouble here as they've got to come back. Amy, good on the trigger. And that leaves equilibrium across the board. A 2 versus 2.
Oh my god, Amy's insane!
But once caught, so G2 topsy-turvy. Yet another time, Ava tries to make it a difficult one, but Amy's got it all locked and loaded. A triple by the end, and first blood for G2 Gozen.
Falcons just trying to convert that Hall split there, obviously with the Halls getting
somewhere where Falcons can
Hello, Lavinia.
show what they're made of, right? This is what a lot of people kind of believe why Falcons is a strong team in this series, and why they can definitely do damage to G2, and one of the reasons why they did take them down in the group stage as well.
Chance for damage on the anti-eco here for Falcons. They've been a lot of round 2 eco wins across the playoffs so far, more than I'm usually comfortable with. It caused me a lot of great pain, especially because I often like seeing the clean anti-ecos, but it's going to be a nice little smoke pop and a plant straight away from Toki. Oh, they deny it just in time there.
No, I'm not breaking that arrow, guys and girls.
To have an even easier job at closing this second round up is what you expect, but Falcons would have loved the plant there. Might have boosted up the credit score, might have given them an extra orb to work with. Toki loves to go aggressive with the Blaze as soon as she's got them up, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer for that one. At least gets one due to death, but by the end of it, all they're hoping for are consolidation kills. Vanya, nice shot through the smoke, and keeping the pesky Falcons at bay. It's a no-fly zone, this A site, and one by one, Falcons' wings are being clipped off.
They're waiting for ya, dude.
For further damage, she's been on the lurk through elbow this entire round, only now just getting involved, but it's an instant headshot onto Vanya. Another gun taken away here for G2, and that's all Falcons are really looking for here is damage.
Couple more of those.
One enemy
too bad of a solution here for Falcons, but a swift drop of Ava and Sandra.
So they want it. It is one of those things where sometimes you do want to change up the veto just to be able to, you know, waste a bit of prep from your opponent, especially across the whole map pool. It's a lot of time invested trying to get it prepared on all of those maps.
Oh fuck, they're going for you, Cypher.
The lurk of Sandra early on.
So far forwards, but it seems like Falcons are expecting something like that. Quite passive.
Rescue gets a
job, so
she's
gonna have to be calling from the grave, as G2 have got the advantage here, and with that pick, they can just drop back and play it safe.
Yeah, the bonus win would be massive for them. But you look at this, Toki, she feels like she's got good space out A main here. Able to find the timing. Taking out the cam there. Vanya only alone on the site with a ghost here, supported by Amy from Bridge.
So far, dry peeking from Toki, but this touch screen allows further movement. One to the right-hand side has to be the attention for Toki here. Spots the pixel. The spray is timely. Eventually taking one down, and that's G2.
Cypher just chilling in mid.
Definitely catch them off guard.
Yeah, good pick.
Amy reads it, but it's not quick enough to the trigger, so it's still a difficult affair. Amy, you've got to pick up the pieces here, but the lurk is still there. So you've got to be careful of your back line, as Sandra could come into the fight at any second at this point. Amy, though, closing up, has to get traded out. Sandra still being a menace in the back line, hasn't been taken down just yet. As the fight still commences onto the site, they have to isolate the kills before the rotations have to come through. Ludge does get one, but quickly traded right back up. Toki in main clears it all down.
Good eco. I mean, bonus for G2.
All across middle, Rescue getting the operator out, and once again getting active, but not going to be finding too much contact in middle because Falcons is going for the quick A play here.
Yeah, Rescue on the operator so damaging. One of the youngest players in the tournament as well at 17 is quite a dangerous prospect. A prodigy in the making, perhaps.
Oh,
For now, it's
Vanya
an
with a kill.
aggressive stance from Falcons. Again,
I feel like
attack
Toki is not taking the
exactly where
spaces.
G2 would've
Well,
wanted
I
it.
don't know what they're
It's an
planning.
easy pickup, looking exactly where
But
the second
only
round was
Toki's
from.
on side
And
while
with
3
Petro
of
getting
them
killed,
is on main. Like, what the fuck do you expect from Toki? She against 4?
finding even
I
more
don't know.
damage, and Falcons, even though they get themselves a win a round before, it's all crumbled to pieces.
You know what I
an
mean?
instant
Like,
later,
why is
Lissandra looking
Jet
to pick up all
out
these
and
pieces
3 guys is still on
herself
B main,
up
on A
against
main?
the 5 of G2, who, by the way, haven't taken a hint of damage this round.
I truly can't
I mean,
understand
I don't
that.
mind the outlaw buy, to be honest. 3 players with light armor here, but Sandra really unable to find too much impact. It's kind of been solo on the other side of the map. See if she's able to find any damage. It's the contact setup swinging off of Vanya. And rescue unchecked. Both players a little bit of an awkward exchange with the scopes out. Peach creates some space. That has to be dodged, but she doesn't even manage.
Matter of
Fucking
having
well.
practice at doing it time and time again. You've got pressure on your shoulders here, and you need experience with that pressure.
They're
G2's
going
got
mid
a
with
ton
the
of that.
pistol, with the
7-time
classic.
finalists, 5-time
Okay.
winners, and a world champ at that as well. Couple of world champs in this roster. So
What can you
Falcons
do
definitely
mid
hitting
with
way
pistol?
above
When
their
you have
weight here.
pistol, normally I would call for a
It's
B
time
rush.
for them to prove themselves, right? We know
Or,
there's a lot
you
of talent
know,
here.
close
We know that
combat
they're
stuff,
putting,
no
Mena on their
mid.
back right now. This is the
Mid and
furthest
classic.
any Mena
Well, it
team
could
has made it
work.
into any
But it's a
Valorant
bit
tournament at
difficult.
that, of this level, right? At an EMEA level. So definitely a lot of prospect for this team, something that we're definitely looking forward to, seeing how they grow, but going to try and give their best fight for this final, at least this first map. This contact is somewhat fruitful, a trade that they take, but not a position where they can retrieve a weapon.
Yeah,
And moving to this A site, it seems that G2 has got this well telegraphed.
See, Pablo.
Yeah, I mean,
Eso es.
it is a 1-for-1.
They're very
Falcons will
welcome.
take that. Really just looking for damage in this round with a couple of big impact ults, though. If they find the right angle of approach, could be a chance at a round here. Orb goes up, Snakebite to zone the attackers back, make sure they can't scale up into the A site. Falcons are going to take a little bit of space in middle here, unchecked, so an A split is definitely on the cards here.
It's just a matter of finding that first pick, isn't it? And Vanya's going to be such a nuisance on the same main cross. Oh, talk about crossing.
Ooh, aim is
An
just
opportunity,
better.
but
Let's be
Amy is
honest.
crispy with it. Give her another
Let's
chance,
just
she'll
be
make it a triple.
fucking
Yes, you're up
honest.
against
It's too
pistols, but
good.
It's making it down. It makes it look so easy.
Of Eva or Vanya will go back-to-back here in EMEA.
That is very true.
And bye.
And Rescue, lovely shot onto Toki. Already giving them the advantage, and info gathered on the second swing. Viper's orb does come up though, so forced to draw back. As Ludge herself starts to move even closer, but with the repositioning, it's grand for a pick. Nicely done there by Rescue.
Hell
And
yeah.
G2, just like that, are comfortable. Falcons barely were able to move an inch in this round, and it seems like it might already be over. It's 1 minute on the clock, and they've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, pop flash set up by Mad V there. Pushes the op off the line. Rescue, dash activated. Keen for a repeat. You've got the close position of the KO and the Cypher. Big crossfire to be running into for Falcons here.
And again, information gathered. So the rest of you two start to line up on this A site. Nobody holding out on B, knowing fully what the plan of Falcons is this one. And Rescue manages to find impact again. 2 more, and it's the ace. Reload and 5 bullets to the chamber.
Ace?
Oh
Oh.
my goodness me! Petra denies the ace, but that's a Rescue round written all over it with an Andalusia.
This other, like, oh, let's use utility to get 1 kill. No. They just use for plus, post plant, and all this bullshit, you know? But G2 has the bigger brain always. It's these small details that makes them the better team, you know? And now the enemy team, the Falcons, G2 has an op. This IGL needs to wakey and start the B rush.
But it's hard. G2, this new
Not a B
restructuring,
rush, but B split, it needs to be
bringing
done.
out, seems to be working out for
Need
them.
to
This
be
round
that
is a
side.
pick for Toki. That's exactly what Falcons need.
I am going with
They
G2.
close this
Of
out.
course, of
That's
course.
actually huge to pick the Cypher, so no more trips. They're immediately going to reroute back towards B. Vanya trying to buy time for the rotations to come in. Orbs up, Snakebite drop behind it, but Falcons, they can definitely get into this B site. Walls invested, they got a trip on the flank, and they can potentially get this pit down here if they can clear out Vanya.
I mean, Vanya is alone, but it's a very dangerous Vanya at that. Go into your site and you're down.
Ay,
No, she
Toki,
might come out
Toki.
with a kill. That's exactly what happens. 90-degree turn, and that's Toki dead. G2 They could deliver with defending the site, and Rescue is right on the flank, and Falcons have got no idea. Oh, it's looking bleak, though. Those
Vanya is
shots
insane.
did not connect, and Vanya still being a menace, though. That's exactly what G2 need. Just keep them busy while the rest of the G2 start to follow up. That's exactly what they do. Rescue finds an opening as Matvey was
So
out to the
clean.
open, and Vanya keeps on giving. This is incredible. Falcons thought they had a chance with the Blaze at the start, but they're quickly running out of time. 10 seconds. Vanya was a first player contestant.
No time.
And she's only now fallen. 4 seconds. There's no time.
Oh my
Rescue has to do
god.
stay alive, but she doesn't.
Oh, that round
For a
was
second there, I thought Falcons had it, but
a
Shit,
different
that
aura
round
about
should
them
never be
in this
Falcons.
grand final right now.
It's okay though.
Playing very hesitantly, taking their time, but they still get
Now
that round
here,
done.
what
A
do you
bit of a
do,
gift
Cha?
from G2. I
You
think
find the Viper. I
obviously a
don't
bit of
care.
an
You're
awkward
gonna try to
exchange,
find the
all things
Viper. You're not
considered.
gonna go to the other
But
side.
G2, plenty of cash to reinvest. They're going to buy
You're
up
not
again.
gonna go to
Operator
the other
comes out,
side.
Petra.
You need to fight the pit.
Test this Halls push, which, you know, as a Sova player myself,
Exactly, from mid or
it's
something.
a miserable job to be doing a lot of the time. Just gathering that mid-round info, keeping an eye on Halls. Sometimes you peek into 3 players, sometimes you peek into an op die for free. It's a little bit of a nightmare. But Falcons this time, looks like they're considering the mid-wrap into A after seeing the pit go down in A main
There's
there.
2 enemies on the pit. Good wall there. Rescue has no info. Oh, they know.
you cooperate. Gotta get back into the zone, and Mimi's the one on the hot seat. Petra crossfire.
Where is the
Viper's
team?
pit in main. Oh, this A site is looking difficult to enter, and Rescue on the
They have
flank
to
is not gonna
stop
let
going
them
A
pass.
at this point.
Petra also, all of the G2 Gozen players
At this
line up
point,
their
leave
shots.
A, guys.
Vanya
I would
is
have called it
challenged
already.
by
It's
this pit,
fuck
and,
A.
blinking
Attempts. So I think
I think Mimi, what she thinks in the moment, like, what would I do? I would go mid to A, so let me counter that. You know, I think she thinks what she'll do, and then she'll counters it at the same time. You know? Because if you notice, there was a lot of players on A, even though there was a Viper pit. That means that they were damn aware that they would do that. They read them.
invest it and actually get some value out of it, because they really could have cycled a whole new one by a round or two's time if they'd actually invested it on that B side after plant.
Yeah, it was probably a conversation between using other ultimates at that time as well, as they had 4 available. At a
They just
single
don't go
instance, so
B.
it's a
I
matter
don't
of
get it.
finding
You have a
results.
fucking
A difficult
KO.
conversation to have,
Hit
especially when you're
B.
not winning the rounds that you do expend the ults on.
You know what I mean?
So
Come
Falcons
on. You have a
now
Sova and a
rotating
KO.
towards
Just
this
go
left-hand side.
B
2
all
defenders.
day.
2 defenders you don't want to be seeing. I think you can say that for the entire G2 Gozen roster. That's what makes them so scary. But the null command indicates the attempt. Rescue in the middle. Maybe there to assist. The flash is supreme. Or if it was
Oh,
a team
no.
flash, maybe not so much. Still, keeping things even for G2 here as Mad V will be brought back into life. Rescue debating another shot
Aim
and
is
another
there.
attempt in, but awaits for the teammates. The smarter call. Patience doesn't pay dividends as Falcons start to rain upon G2.
LOL.
All of the bodies drop and it's down to Vanya.
And it's just
Oh,
better.
the star piece of G2, the new star piece at that. But with 10 seconds, it's Sandra on the hot seat. Sandra needs to go in for the spike plant or for the attempt on the kill, but Vanya's just going to go all the way around and play the clock to perfection.
Amazing.
Getting the kill as well. G2 on 7 and Falcons start to trail
Amazing.
behind.
Actually gives you a lot of info, particularly
Did
in
you go
an
next?
anti-eco
No, hey.
situation. It's a nice little
Defense.
camp for you to throw down. But
Defense,
really, that
though,
should
in
have
this
been
map is
Falcons' round
easier,
nonetheless.
so give it a
Vanya coming up
second.
massive and punishing the mistakes of Falcons.
Falcon
in a
needs 2
one-on-three
more rounds to
scenario.
be okay and fine for the
Falcons now
defense
back
side.
on the buy. Drone to kick off the play. Hunter's Fury available. And once again, I'm waiting
And back
see
to
this
A
pick
they
get
go.
Get invested.
Qué pereza, tío.
It's only a
No
1-1-3
entienden.
though.
They
They're only
don't get
looking
it.
to apply pressure to that B site. You've still got Mad V all the way back in Swarm. Sandra keeping an eye on the B side of things. So after that drone, after a little bit of pressure,
Sí, la final.
G2 are looking for info and looking to re-clear A main here. And without seeing most of the team, just one player, they can kind of get a bit of a read that this might be a reroute back towards the B side.
Nah, Breeze's attack side? No, 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 no.
I got the spike.
It's always a difficult
No, no,
one,
no, no, no.
especially leaving it to 45 seconds. Toki has had bad luck in the entry so far, never really finding space to get a kill.
Pero ¿cómo me planta para medio? ¿Tú me entiendes? Es que no tiene ningún sentido, tío. I don't understand what's going on today. They feel so, like, weird. Somehow Matt's got 2 kills there, though.
To wait on that one, and it could be notified by a Cypher Trap.
The
They
trip
will
is gone.
halt. Trying to kick off this retake here and clear out the pit if they can here. Starting to creep around the pit and contest this post plant.
Oh,
Yeah, it's difficult to have protocols for this type of situation. There's so many different positions that could be taken up, especially in the Viper's pit, but so far so good for Mimi. And they
Easy for
shut down
G2.
Lodge straight out of
Too
the bat.
easy.
Petra can stick
Boa
on the
caiu,
defuse as the
belezinha.
teammate-
Now they are in the
Falcons, once
finals.
again, it's a force buy
Do you know what I
this time.
mean? I think they're
down to
just
light armor with rifles and just
not
the
ready for
Sheriff
this
armor on
pressure
Sandra. They
or for
really
this map.
feel
Maybe
like
it's
they're
their
hurting
worst
for
map.
rounds here.
Maybe this is their worst fucking map. You know what I mean?
Kind of goes to show why G2 goes.
This same team, Falcons, won 13-0 against G2
Individual firepower can be highlighted
on the
but G2
teams.
are
Like this year, like the same
on the map that
the same
Falcons
tourney.
didn't really want to be playing the past
13-0
few days.
on Sunset.
I mean, there just really hasn't been that many reps. I think this is only
So
the
these
second
girls
time
can
we've seen
play,
Breeze
you
in
know.
playoffs in general, and both of these teams not really playing much Breeze. The only Breeze game they
Just a
played,
lot of
I think, in this
small
event has
mistakes.
been against
Big
each other.
mistakes, actually, but that's okay.
So not that much chance for Falcons to get comfortable on it, and I think G2 are taking full advantage of that.
Again, leaving the clock down 45 seconds before the approach starts to happen. As G2 goes and can definitely hear
They're
the
ready,
alarms
they're
ringing
ready. What's the pop?
from
Yeah,
the door
that's the
opening.
pop
Maybe
flash.
outside,
And
having to look
Vanya
away from the
is
flash, but
there.
Vanya's got her teammates back.
Oh, Vanya,
God, that was
survive.
quick. The outlaw
Oh,
has 2
survived.
bullets to the chamber, and 2 kills were collected off the back of it. That's why you need to buy full armor, guys.
Yeah.
Things to learn off of this final.
You said it, Yomi.
Falcons.
You literally said it.
Just
You called it.
But that was a crucial pick here from Sandra. Maybe they have a flank in the making, but the fact that Lodge is the only person to assist with the push
With
from
2
main,
bullets, you got 2
30
kills
seconds
with an
to
outlaw.
spare. It does not look pretty. That shot did.
Don't
but
give
it's not
up.
enough.
Ay,
There is
ay,
no
ay.
way Sandra
Thanks
can
for the up
get herself
delivery,
out
I
of the
guess.
situation.
Lurk actually super impactful for the team. Like, she's not only lurking when everything is either dead or everything is either win. Her lurks are fucking fast, and she does the damage, you know what I mean, in a way where G2 can just get side so easily. This is why Amy is here. It's not because she's better than others that were there, but her lurk is just quick as fuck. You know what I mean? Now, the Cypher lurk is always so late, brother. It's like, stop lurking at this point and help me get inside. You know what I mean? Oh no. Oh my god, Mavs so clean. Mavi is so clean. Oh, Gandhi.
Mimi's not going to let her do that. Leader versus leader, but it's G2 Gozen's captain to take the cigar this one. The defuse, double digits at halftime.
10-2, not bad.
Defensive side start for G2. Definitely see why they're picking up the
Leave while G2 Gozen had a day of break. So that's going to be an interesting one. An interesting dynamic in regards to sustainability in this series.
They hit B.
Let's
see.
Wanted to take a chance, but Toki's the one that might do it all with the flank. Oh no! Oh, the shots aren't connecting, but at least she's good for one. But a teammate drops.
Oh.
Ever in trouble, spotting a weapon,
Dude,
not pulling the
are you
trigger in time.
serious?
Surprised at that. But Falcons keeping it in contention. Sandra opening up the line, hand in hand with her teammates. Toki picking alone, and alone it won't do it. Disjointed, they shall fall, and G2 Gozen a clear advantage. A 3v1.
Oh my god, what a shot.
Asked to do the impossible, I think, but she would have wished she could have gotten the kill on that. It would have made this so much more easier. But there's way too many angles, and the pressure of the Titan spike ticking is not gonna be it. And 2 rounds away. It's a long one, you're right. It's a best of 5 series. You've gotta think that you're playing this out.
Yeah, maybe this is a warm-up as well, like they're warming up, you know.
The early engagement from Toki not going
One thing
her
is
way. I
warming
feel
up
like
on a
that's the
team
sort of theme
deathmatch,
on
another's
this one.
warming up in the game.
Not necessarily of Toki not finding the shots, but it's a bit of disjointment from the rest of the team, and those early picks do seem to be favoring G2 Gozen. But for now, better weapons, it seems
You
like the
see,
12th
Mimi
round
hits
is
B all
destined.
the time. It's
Starts
literally
getting
what I
upset.
say, like, A
Yeah,
sucks,
main
guys.
pressure, they're going to call the audible back to B.
Round
Which
2
is,
and they're
the
going
correct
B.
call. So you can all see on the radar, Falcons here, just with a half
It's
investment.
like,
you know,
is
they're
what
so
I
far
said last
behind.
round. They
They're
have
one
to
of
stop
force,
focusing
not
on
being able to
A.
buy next round, so just the half investment. A lot of sheriffs, a lot of marshals. Falcons have shown the propensity to be quite sharp with a lot of these weapons and do some economic damage, but as G2 kick off this B exec, they're starting to rotate into position. It's going to be a retake right from the get-go, though.
Can you full screen it?
Sides,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
very
sorry.
happy with it. And Rescue's got it
again.
covered. Sandra, good trade. Outlaw won't be picked up. Thinks otherwise of it. And Amy
Run,
showing her
Amy.
ground will keep them busy for a little bit in mid, forcing Sandra to having to go for the wrap. Check if she's still there. That's a pick. So now numbers advance for Falcons. Can they secure it? Lovely flash. And Vanya swing, allowing for the double. It's exactly what G2 Gozen needed. Make things even more easier for them this round. They don't now allow Falcons to play their card, forcing their hand every single time.
Too easy, man.
And this round will
Let's
be
go.
no different.
Yeah, the communication, so
I was going to say, even though she's had to change her role a bit, she's still having the high fragging performance that she had back in BBL.
especially in the playoffs. G2 on the halls harassment. Oh, that's not how you wanted to start for Falcons. I feel like they haven't had a single first blood this entire game.
Yeah, I hope the analyst desk reads up on the stats of that, because it'll be an interesting one. Definitely missing out on the early trades. And it seems to follow suit up until the 1 minute mark. All Falcons players spread out across the map. It's going to make it easy for an infiltration here for G2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Outlaws looking strong once again. I mean, you saw how much investment Falcons put in that last round with the Sheriffs and the Marshals. That Outlaw definitely dangerous against this buy here in round number 15. Nice scan onto A main. You're going to at least see the Jet. Not sure if it got the KO as well. It did. So that's something you can definitely read into. These are not the agents you're usually leaving on the lurk here. And out comes the wall towards this A site.
Cross does come through.
Oh, okay.
And it
Oh my
seems
God.
like G2 Gozen want to fight this, but Lurger's got it all
That was so
covered.
clean. Oh, Amy's wins
Turning
this.
it around, though, drawing it back to 1v1, a Cypher 1v1 at that. But I don't think Amy's got any idea. Sandra's being loud
No,
about it.
no
I think
idea.
She's just out of range. How'd it all crumble?
Oh, she's not
In a
gonna
matter of
see her
seconds.
either. Oh, this is such a
An
timing.
equal chance beside. Spike planted.
Ah, easy for Amy.
But Amy's the one to
Easy
swing.
for Amy,
And
man.
Amy
It's just
takes
too
things
clean.
to her own accord. A Red Bull clutch for Amy, and it's G2 Gozen with map #1 victory.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, an absolute stomp on map Outlaws.
They chose attack. I
Yes,
know.
sir.
G2
It's
chose
time to
defense.
get
Okay.
rock and rolling. G2 Gozen on defense.
It's okay. Who the fuck
On
starts a
attack.
split on
Let's see
on
if
attack?
Falcons can bring it
Honestly,
back.
why?
So far, so forth.
Well, against who do you
Seems to
think
be,
you're playing,
very
bro?
heavy
Against
lenience
fucking
in the mid
Silvers?
and left side of the map. Same could be said.
Weird-
for
weird
G2
take.
Gozen as well. Only one defender on that A site. Toki taking the fight straight out of the bat as Falcons to get the upper hand on the initial trade. Something differed a lot on the previous
Haha.
round. Mimi,
Nice
there's
flash.
paint shots thrown at her, but she takes the aggressive stance and ends up getting traded. Petra keeping things equal, really important as Falcons look to traverse into this B site.
Look
There
at
are only two
Vanya's
defenders here,
team.
and
They
Vanya
have
not
no
really
idea
showing
about
her
Vanya.
ground. This is going to be difficult for Falcons to even try.
Bye-bye.
and get that spike down. Vanya moving in, and Vanya will rip Bludger's head off her body. And Madvi won't live long enough to tell the tale either.
Falcons to be
It's
approaching this game
GG
this
for
time
fucking
around, though.
Falcons. There's
Previously,
no
the
way they're gonna get
playing
one
Amy,
map.
Playing the Cypher
No
for
way.
G2,
I was expecting much
and
better.
This time over on the Viper, so does change up the comp a little bit. Obviously, you know,
I'm
the tricks
sorry,
playing
but
around those,
I was
base
waiting
plays
much
give you
better
like
than this,
base
eh?
Plays at the moment, they're quite popular versus the Viper. Obviously, the classic info denial, and exactly what you're seeing here, the mid traps around the orb.
Though they've got the better guns, they seem to be lacking in collecting the kills.
Oh, gone. Oh my
Falcons have
God.
a real chance. Mimi again, the angels keep getting thrown at her, and she always tries to go aggressive off the back of it. Finally, Falcons start getting things in their favor as Vanya makes it a little bit more difficult.
1v1.
With Emerge aggressing, it might be an opportunity to pick up a weapon here and play things with equal footing up against Petra.
Yeah. Keep an eye on when that horde.
It was not even close. It was a
Cover up in
2v1.
5 seconds for
Easy-
Lodge to play
easy
around.
clutch.
There's the horde
Vamos.
back up for Petra. Does have a Prowler and a Seas to be playing with, and she's hot on Lucia's heels here.
This round
This is so good.
put Falcons on a really good spot mentally. In rounds, Petra though might have the
It's
right
just so
idea,
good. It's just
and
such
she
a
will
well played.
rip Lodge's head to shreds. With G2 Gozen nearly doing a whoopsie
Really
there, but they
good
are
played.
able to close
Like the
out round
movement
number
was
2
just
nevertheless.
perfect.
Yeah, it took a lot of to get their momentum rolling early. They need a solid round here against the half fight. Early B main trap, actually just denial of the B main territory. From the
Holy
fade,
fuck.
from the raise, as well as the breach.
Holy fuck.
Seeing Falcons just completely disengaging and getting some nice spam kills through the smoke. A player advantage for them very early on
Holy
here.
shit. Imagine you're actually
Should be a
pushing
clear
B.
round here for
You're
Falcons.
dead.
Losing this round is not an option. Should be a gift given the work they've done in the previous round. But still, Petra is the only player.
My
with a
call
successful
here,
rifle of sorts.
as soon as this agroness
And
comes
that's
from
where
B, I
Falcons
am
are
going A
entertaining
already.
their
I don't give a shit.
direction.
I'm out.
Just running down the clock. Petra's the only one really contesting. Obviously, they still have the Breach Viper in middle. Haunt gets taken out by 2 players.
I am out.
So that's at least a little bit of info that Falcons may be sticking around towards B here. Fault line and paint shell still up, and Petra going to get pushed off this line.
Being pushed off this line is a understatement, really, with how much was thrown at her. With 40 seconds to spare, G2 have a good idea of where the initial push of Falcons was going. But hang on a second. There's a double back in the making, given how far onto that A site Sandra has got to as well.
It's fucking clear.
There may be a real opportunity for a clean take.
Yeah, they've been able to call the audible here. Cypher was in sewers, so it's a little risky to run back to the site and actually re-clear all of this space, but Falcons feeling like they've done enough, denying that info line to Petra over on B main to rotate back towards
for
the A side
sure.
of the map. So
The
gonna run
call
to
was
this side
great.
for free.
Good call
That
there.
plant down nice and open for A main. Still plenty of util to be able to make this retake very difficult. And they've got that A ramp control, so really strong looking post plant for Falcons here. G2 just looking for damage in this retake.
Yeah, clean pickup here for Falcons.
I love Bridge
Convince
here
us
as
of,
well.
shake off of the nerves. Petra's
I think
Prowler
Bridge
spotting
is so,
presence,
so
but
good on
nothing
this
other than
map.
that. That's a strong fault line.
In
And
general,
a couple
Bridge
of
is just
players.
so
He's
good.
got her teammates covered. Amy, good
Shoot
for
heads,
this
ladies.
one.
Come on.
But they're all in
Ah.
the corner. As the world close in on them, Falcons close out.
And the multi-frags where she could just give the team a lot of energy and a lot of confidence.
Oh, they're doing the same.
G2 now back on the buy though, and once again denying control of B main. Dark cover onto the backside, TP across.
It's so
Keeping
good
an
what
eye on
G2
B,
does,
contesting
denying
with
this
Viper orb, but something
control.
you have to respect. Sandra being harassed by the Prowler.
I
over
feel
on
like
the A
in
side of the
buy
map, though.
on split you kind of need that pressure somewhere. If you just sit back and you just let them take all the space they want, it's just so much harder to actually defend.
So if a late hit comes in from Falcons, rotations will be a little bit too far. Petra repositioning, and she's going all the way back up into the B site. This is the pretty bad scenario if Falcons are able to get a clean take over the A site.
It's just
Nah,
rescue
if
dropped
they
off
are
on the info
leaving,
line. She'll look for a single pick, but
this
no
is the thing
satchels
with
to
you
get
two.
out
If
here.
they're
Breach
leaving
is
site,
actually
it's because
given her the
they
opportunity to cross, but she's
believe
gonna
and they
stick around.
trust on their
Falcons
retake.
clean side XE. XQ.
You know what I mean?
Just catching Eva, just getting the orb. That's the Seekers denied there early on.
Rescue playing the patience game, and it pays
They really
dividends.
believe on their
G2 now
retake.
playing with the
That's
numbers
why
advantage,
they
but
leave
Falcons,
side.
They're pushing up all the way into screens, all the way behind enemy lines. But it's a matter of
Oh,
G2 goes
yummy,
smart enough to look
what?
in this direction. They themselves have gone the long way around.
Honestly, guys, that's
They-
exactly what happened today. I didn't eat
Vega
at all.
on the lookout on the flank, and she
I
has
didn't eat
expected
at all the
something
entire day, and now I'm
right
just like
outside
here,
corner,
unable to
allowing Falcons
move.
to be very dangerous from the skies, having numbers advantage. Well, maybe
Well,
in health.
well.
It's Petra that closes it back in favor of
Like I
G2
said,
Gozen, and it's all down
if
to
they
Toby.
leave site, it's
The
because
spike
they
wanted
know.
for her, but 3 players looking in a direction, and this is nigh impossible unless she can whack all the molds down. She might have been able to get a couple of kills, but it's not good enough.
Yeah,
They're able to get in there and trade out. Put themselves into a 3-on-1 there in the aftermath. Straight up mid. Toki looking for these man advantages, but Amy's able to deny. Full stunned. The orb gives her enough cover to get that player
Oh, this photo
advantage
said
now for
Gina.
G2. It's a play that Falcons have been going for a couple of times. The
Talvez.
fault line with
Sim,
the double
não
satchel
cantou,
to catch this player over in male side. This time it hasn't worked out for them. And once again, gonna have to play a player down, the same as Breeze here, Pavlos.
It's crazy. crazy that Toki just can't get a break. Can't quite get herself together to close out some impactful kills. And it's costly. She might be getting into her own head. And that's where champions get defined, being able to snap out of it. So she's called to action, really. She's got a moment from the grave to try and recompose while the rest of her team tries to draw it all back. Task given how Petra's been hitting shots today.
Oh, absolutely. Especially because I feel like she hasn't really been the standout for G2, but obviously a player with a lot of experience. Rescue just filthy from rope side. Judge gets upgraded to a Vandal immediately, and now a 2-on-5 for Falcons to negotiate.
Que pena, mano.
With Petra's repositioning
Mostra
and
aqui.
knowing exactly where Mad V is coming from. Yes, she'll be dropping her life, but it's her team lined up for success here.
Talvez ela queira.
1 versus 4. Where Mad V,
Talvez, pergunte.
the IGL, the captain, in the hot seat.
10 seconds left.
Stun and paint shawls in a direction. Only taking damage by the snake bite, but there's paranoia to catch her in the dark. They can definitely know that she's in this elbow position. 2 line up for her, maybe the stars align, but not quite. It's Rescue to put that round to rest. And Mad V to bed.
I didn't see the which
Gozen.
one, the one that she was in heaven?
Falcons from any shenanigans.
Big
Some
2K
things are
though, I mean,
unwinnable, guys, no matter how good you are, eh?
Damage to the economy, 3
And
guns
some
taken
other-
away short.
It's what we call an analyst's blessing and an observer's nightmare. And already we're seeing a showstopper being dropped off straight away, and it's a Rescue.
Então,
Point blank shot misses.
ótimo, ótimo. Ava,
Finds
gostou?
a shot instead. Vanya can't trade it. It's topsy-turvy for G2 Gozen. Falcons, this could be their round.
Ok,
that they
que
can
bom.
get back into this game with.
Opa!
Yeah, they're finally playing with player
Que legal.
advantages, everything working for them this round. Paint Shell's going to flush out Amy. Ever trades the second multi-frag in as many rounds. And as I mentioned,
É
I mean,
muito
she's
feia,
just
não é
stepping up
branquinha
for
não,
Falcons
vó,
on this
como maior
attacking
que
side,
lá.
just like one of their previous games I watched on Split. Falcons, if they complete this 4-on-2, they can break the money. Cage to just break that line from the breach over on male side. Falcons taking their time to make their way through ropes here. And they're going to be able to get
Que
into
bom,
this A site
que
for
bom.
free.
Ó, eu tô no stream, gente. Besitos.
I felt that there was a world where Mimi would have gotten a couple of kills through the smoke.
Beijo, tchau, tchau.
Enemy remaining.
A very smart decision because Mimi did not anticipate it. And now Petra is all to
Spike
herself.
planted.
Now, you did mention the eco, didn't you, earlier? With all the rounds being kept close. So with a loss here, it could be a potential reset for G2 Gozen. So nicely done for Falcons.
This is
and
not
a way
looking good for
possibly,
Falcons,
to
guys.
get them back in contention.
It's really not looking
I
good.
mean, talk about impact from Eva, the big game player here for Falcons, the only player with experience, international LAN experience, reigning champ here in EMEA, and seems to be the one stepping up for Falcons in these last couple of rounds. Once again, one off the Seekers after only popping them a few rounds ago.
Oh, what the hell?
Round 5 on the half bite. So she's fragging up a storm right now, and
Difficulty in hitting that unless you want to kill yourself in your attempt to kill your opponent as well. So it's risk that they've been taken. Say the early guiding light spotting out presence in that Viper's pit.
well, G2 are feeling themselves this round, investing the pit in mid with the Judge on Amy. They've got the Rolling Thunder as well. They're trying to push Falcons away from that part of the map. Showstopper invested. Toki bonks ahead on the pillar above. TP out up to rafters there for Vanya to get away. The Rolling Thunder going on through. And I'm surprised that one's actually hit for once.
And with that, Rescue is out of the fight. G2 Gozen, not the best weapons, but Falcons getting site control without losing a player is what they need.
Oh, this is so good.
They cross the finishing line. Causing Cloud, allowing further movement, whichever takes Cloud to move ever closer. Judge is a close proximity weapon, but Eva was first to see the barrel of the weapon. And still, Petra trying to keep things competitive. A Vandal collected for Mimi. But Lush being an alternative angle, I have a feeling G2 might want to go for a Rolling Thunder here. There's a real opportunity that they do end up doing something like that, but the stun in Mimi's direction will keep them back for a second longer. Flash doesn't affect Eva, and Mimi keeps on giving. But with 2 more players to spare, both looking in a direction, it's all ended just like that.
It pays off so much because after losing a 13-2, I personally would start the map already like, fuck, this is fucking done. We're losing this shit, you know?
Don't
But these girls know. These girls are like, nah, go next and go next, you know? Like, forget about what happened and let's go again. G2 has the same mental, like, I feel like the mental here pays off so. It's such an important part. Oh, it's Petrita. Oh, you get the fuck out of there.
Putting all their players in a death ball, but they have rerouted a couple of them at least back into showers.
Petra was here. Now Petra is there.
She's
like, hell no.
And they feel like they might have a timing to punish. Want to go and re-clear these close positions, but Petra just playing retake now. Over from screen side.
Denying the info.
Cam Cage spotted. Petra call for reinforcement.
No way.
Open, and that's Falcons pick and the A site hit.
No.
G2 still with the rolling thunder, but do you invest that?
Check minimap. See, now we have two players.
Exactly
oh my
doing.
god.
Chose out the rolling
All
thunder,
dead.
and
Dead. Puma. Let's go rescue. Let's go rescue. Get the third. Get the third. Exactly. That's my girl. Let's go. No.
Rescue wants to keep it going to grab a quadra, but it's Vanya to pick it up into the end. And with Ever's demise,
Wow.
to Gozen back on the steering
What did you
wheel.
do?
Back
Tia, welcome back.
where they
Right now, I was like in heaven, chat.
Once again, it's gonna be the B main take.
You have no idea how happy snowy or cold days makes me. I am just like more alive. You know, it's... I wanna move out of here. I wanna move out of here. Donate me 10k so I can move out. Thanks, bye.
There's no way you just hit that.
Someone needs to check her PC, like 100%. This is just
This
way
is
too
not
insane.
normally.
15. This is not.
This is not normally. Somebody check his
You
PC.
know your memes well. Toki does not have a gun in this round. Did she forget to buy? I think she did, and now she's been able to pick one up.
She
next to
forgot
Emma,
to
one
buy,
target away from
brother.
smoke. That is very fortunate. Not everyone is ready at the end of the tech wars. Look at this, no armor,
That is true.
no util bought for Toki. She just legit forgot to buy in the tech wars. And yeah, I mean...
It happens. It happens.
It happens to all of us, 100% on my ranked
It
games.
can happen to anyone. It's Toki's turn. And the Game Changers
Nice peek.
EMEA Grand Final.
Nice
matchup
peek,
pick onto
Petra.
Toki, so that picked up
Let's go,
weapon
girl.
is the North.
30 seconds left.
Oh, they're coming for ya. Get a triple. No.
Mid means that she
Nice
has
try.
to do it with their guns. Lovely pick from Matt V leading the charge.
Oh, they're aware of Vanya.
Presence on the back line.
But Vanya is more aware of them.
Menacing. Trailblazer clearing it out.
Ha!
Showing
She's
Vanya's
like,
presence.
hell no, I am not doing this.
Paranoia,
I'm out of
a
here.
bit too far forward.
I'm not fighting
Time
against
for
this
the rest of
person.
G2 goes and start moving in as well.
Oh, they're
Rescue and Mimi
sandwiched.
on one end.
They need to push
Vanya on
Vanya
the
here. Oh no.
Aftershock delaying one of the ends, but Madvi's clean with it.
Oh no.
And Rescue, in her attempt to
Fuck.
push, gets stuck.
They're not going to have great money if they drop this round, and Falcons are actually starting to get themselves on a roll here. We might have a grand final on our hands.
There.
It's about time. Falcons are contesting. G2 again, grouping up into 3 players, but they've got a double grouping over to the A side, and they've pushed quite far forward. Haven't quite spotted where the tripwire is, but if they break it, and even drop back or push, Falcons will start to feel a little bit uncomfortable because the question marks they have towards that A site start to alarm.
Oh, they
He
boosted.
walks forwards, one drops back. The buggy is used well enough.
Fuck
to get a
you,
double
Vanya.
kill.
I swear to
And she's
God.
still alive, hasn't taken
Vanya.
any damage to Aftershock.
Fuck
Pulls out the
you.
TP, but Rescue's there to help
You're
out.
your bucket.
TP needed. The vandal on the ground that Vanya will definitely have her eyes on, but is happy to close up the
Yeah, go
distance
pick
and
the
have
bucket
Bucky
too.
instead.
Go.
They're getting nervous.
Mimi.
Decisiveness of Falcons. They've
Ay,
already got
Mimi,
mid-control
Micaela de
control
mi
here.
vida, Micaela,
Just
Micaela.
be any second
Go,
now. They're
Mimi.
completely sandwiched on all
Get
angles.
that triple kill, please, Amit. Go, Mimi.
Late.
Yes,
She is
Queen.
right on time. A double kill. And Lush will fall shortly thereafter.
You don't want to find Vanya on your ranked games. That's all I know.
Doing her darndest. Ex-teammates, of course. And both reigning champs. Both playing extremely well in this grand final, which just astonishes you that BBL went out in the earliest lower round possible in this playoff bracket.
Sandra spotted, but she gets a dink onto Petra.
Yeah, Petra's low and she made the call. Hey, I headshot Petra. I headshot the Fade, guys. Come here. Fade is low. Let's attack her.
I mean, Sage used to be a thing on Split. It definitely has fallen out of the meta for a good reason.
That from the shadows just cleared out Garage.
Valorant is beautiful. Okay, the game fucking sucks and all, but it's beautiful at the same time. Let's be honest.
Gotten a pick off the back of it.
Hi, Petrita with 1 HP picking that.
All the disruptive utility pick rotation, as he mentioned, straight over onto this site, and Falcons are just
Hi,
going to try to run through a brick wall.
hi, Pedro.
Ever.
Pedro.
Lead the charge
He's
here,
gonna get a
unable to
kill
find pot
still.
shots
Look at her.
against
No. Fuck.
the low
Oi, oi, oi.
players of G2.
Guys,
Lodge
chill.
finally to
Guys,
find
calm
openings
down.
up against the smokes as well. They've done good work to clear out this A side, but there's only one left, and I don't think they've read where Amy is. From the shadows, it's crucial. This shows exactly where Amy lies. And with a flash, Ever goes for the swing and wins off the site.
Oh my god.
It's still a menace though. 6
my
bullets
god.
to her name, but she's
Oh my
got
god.
3 more players to deal with. 1 down, 2 to go. 4
Oh my
bullets in
god.
the chamber.
She's clutched this.
Neural Theft gonna reveal her position, so it's gonna be really clean with her attempt.
She-
She's up. Second time.
She's gonna clutch
That's a run. She's good with it. Only a 1v1, and it's Ludge, the player that is low, covering one of the angles with the dark cover. Having a try.
Ai, 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 não, Vânia, por favor.
Wants to aggress in.
Vânia,
Doesn't take the chance.
Vânia,
Hiding within the smoke until it dissipates.
Vânia.
And
Time,
Vanya's
Vânia.
found access
Vânia,
towards the
time.
site.
Vânia, she's 1 HP, Vânia.
Oh dear,
And
this is
clutch.
stressful. There's so much pressure, but Vanya Kez, that's nothing at all.
1v4!
It's gonna be a kill, it's gonna be a round win, it's gonna be a defuse.
My
to end this
god.
half with an
Sign
8-2
her
score
already.
in favor of- I mean, some say they put a leash on her, you know, into G2 Gozen, trying to play a little bit of a more structured approach, but Vanya seems to be fine with it.
She's
Doesn't care.
fucking fine. She's
Just
okay
won't
with that.
bother her. She's set
Oh,
free on those
Viraj.
clutches to do as she wants. It's Jed 2 now on the attack.
And
Pistol
Amy is on
round
the
for them.
lurk.
Amy
Oh, she got
left for the
spotted.
flank.
Now she
Lurking
already put
spots
pressure.
her.
See? Only by
Still
her
some
being
site take,
spotted,
which Falcons need to
3
decide
guys
how to
stopped
defend
going
the
heaven.
players.
Look at the 3 guys.
They throw
They're
3
already
players
out of
to
heaven
cover
looking
off,
for Amy.
Amy here. So that's going to buy some time for G2 Gozen.
Exactly.
That's exactly what Rescue does. Trailblazer shows their presence.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,
They
oh shit,
drop back.
oh shit,
That's a good
oh
stun.
shit,
2
oh
players
shit.
concussed.
Ay, ay, ay,
Paranoia as
everything
well
is
to follow
fine.
suit, but they need the picks here.
Ay,
They need them
Vânia.
now.
Ay, no.
Rescue, good for 1, but it's Toki with a double to put Falcons on top here. Petra, side angle, 2 players low. And with Pain Shills going in their direction, they need to start closing out the kills now. Mimi gets 1 before she drops, but it's all down to Amy.
Kipina.
And she cannot do the
NT.
thing. Perfectly placed.
Hello,
smoke.
Sully. How you
All
doing?
3 players look in her direction. Falcons get the defuse and finally get a pistol round win.
Anti-eco is exactly what they need. Early on, just contesting.
Oh.
A-Main. Trip's not broken by the paint shells. They're straight into the site over the top, but the rest of the players struggling to scale in through the trips.
Falcons have got plenty of players to the defense of the site. As Vanya falls from the skies, G2 Gozen are able to find a couple of picks, but it is all short.
Cypher left on B. Supportive trip for the Omen in heaven. Dark covers exchanged early on in middle here.
Okay, they have the Viper doing the Cypher
Amy
job. Amy is holding the A push over there. 3 working on mid and Mimi alone on B main. Just ready to the stun, I am guessing.
She's playing very passive. Keep in mind,
They're
she's
giving
played
mid.
this A lurk role against Falcons before, so the tendencies have already been built up.
Oof, mid of the Omen. Look at the Omen already. Like, these so ready to flash, but who's gonna shoot them if he flashes? That's what I don't understand. Who is ready to shoot that?
Vanya's been so influential. Clutches and all here for G2 Gozen. Great pickup. Probably the best
it's
thing
only
Game
to stop
Changers
them, okay.
has ever seen. For now, it's Heaven take. It's Ludge pressuring it, smoking herself off.
I want
G2 Gozen don't wanna
Amy's
go in for another
crosshair.
bite. Instead, they spread out their wings all across the map and see if they can find an opening, but they don't have much time. It's 40 seconds. This looks like an
Is it
A hit
a hit?
incoming.
Oh,
Two
A
defenders,
split.
Falcons have got 2 players with rifles with them as well, so
30
probably one of the
seconds
best case scenarios for them to defend this. How clean can this be from G2 Gozen? They've got to make sure it is. Toki, not yet spotted, ever. Oh dear, the flash
Oh no.
is strong.
That's not good.
Gozen collapsing
Hello?
under pressure here.
Okay, Vanya. Go, Vanya. Nice, Vanya.
Toki, not
Nice,
able to
Vanya.
deal up against
Vanya saving the fucking day, guys.
Low, So Sandra could potentially do damage with the ghost.
They did not hear the jump. They don't know about Cypher. Nah, you stepped, you silly goose. Double pick. Yeah, well played. Well played.
Fess, quite close to that showstopper on Toki as well, so a big multi-frag on the Razor, or even just a singular. Now that I look at it a bit more closely, could definitely change an important round like this and reset the money of G2. Once again, it's a 1-1-3 similar setup for Falcons, and G2 really feeling out this defense. Feeling like
The sound feels a bit delayed.
Straight up into ropes. And once again, Rescue and Vanya have been able to pass this prompt.
Oh, no.
Just straight into the dog and dies for free. There's the showstopper for Toki and a player advantage for Falcons.
Brilliant response from Falcons, seeing that G2 Gozen players are isolated and they take full advantage of it, but it looks like they want to go in for another bite, but Ludge this time is outnumbered, but eventually has friends nearby. Showstopper out.
Nice, double kill.
For it, so it's still a 3v3, and the B site not quite taken over. Crucially enough, Vanya might
they
be
know
troubled
about
from the heavens.
Sandra.
She does cross under.
They know about
Try
Sandra,
nice
and that's
Sandra
Vanya
here, and that's
cleaning
exactly what happens.
everything up.
They still got a long way to go.
Yes,
Two Falcons
13-2.
players split up.
Easy game.
From the side
Easy
line,
fucking game. Easiest game of their
from
life.
above. One pin down.
It felt like
Flash
Radiance
coming through,
against
but it's Vanya
Silvers.
getting a quick pick
Swear
onto
to God.
Emma, so Madvi has to do it by herself.
Not even funny.
But with one beneath of her, she was so close to
This Spanish
has to
team.
go their way. They've got to close up the gap. And it might not be this round.
But I believe they're not gonna play against each other, which I don't understand why. If someone can explain me, I would appreciate.
Yeah, money's reset. They've got the
Apparently,
mid-trap.
they're not gonna be
Cypher
able
Camp
to play
just
against each
spotting the
other.
toes,
Not even in the finals.
ready
It
with
makes
the
no
reactive
sense to me. I
paranoia
get
and
it.
the paint
But
shells.
maybe, I don't know, maybe
Try
there's
to
some
catch
sense
G2
about it.
making moves up middle, maybe a bit of reactive breach util from Heaven's side to be helping that, but G2, they've got B main control. Amy's not seeing anything towards
Mimi's
A
just
main here
receiving
early on.
information right now.
Feeling things out, they're not in a rush to be
She's
going
just
anywhere too
receiving
quickly.
informations.
There's the stun
Don't know
over
what
onto
to
Heaven's
do.
side to apply a little
Mimi's
bit of
just like
pressure.
plotting right now.
Spike retrieve for G2, and
Do we have a
they
dog
see
still?
nothing
Where's
towards B.
Fade?
They're just gonna group
Fade's
up on the
main.
extremity. Big
Oh,
rotation coming
yeah,
through early on
Matt.
for Falcons
Hello,
here, though.
Matt. How are you?
Rescue to
Shoot.
enter, avoiding
Okay,
paranoia
rescue.
and the full
Okay,
right.
rescue. Yeah, shoot,
Getting
shoot,
a
shoot,
kill
shoot.
for that matter as well. She's on fire.
Oh my god, Eva.
Thrown out.
Chill. Oh my god, they were stacking here. I didn't see there were so many players.
Shots. They've actually made this one quite costly, but Vanya is not going to think for a second before
Hell
she
no.
regresses again. No teammates were
Beef at the side split, it feels like mid-trap and 1-1-3. That's
Huh.
been it.
Oh,
Straight up mid yet again here
rescue.
for G2, completely
Two.
uncontested.
Two in the
Rescue has
trip.
been in ropes and mail like
Oh,
5
thank
seconds
you,
into the
thank
round,
you.
both rounds.
rescue. Against
Oh.
smoke. Actually pushed out of it.
Nice.
Quick enough to pick up Sandra.
Nice
Goes
trade.
there for the trade,
Nice.
but
B
Petra
easy.
follows suit as well.
B's ours.
So B-site
No pop flash, no flash.
in
Planted.
G2
What do they
Gozens'
have?
favor.
4v3.
Again,
3v4.
Falcons find themselves in a
Retake.
point with less
Mimi has
players
ult.
alive.
Mads needs 1 point for
This
ult.
one. And Mimi even has a rolling thunder as a guarantee.
Look at the crossfire here.
It's
Oh, no,
looking
there's
tougher
no
and tougher
crossfire, never
aiming.
mind.
She's stunned, spotted by Toki.
Ooh.
Evening the playing field.
Yeah, good.
Rolling thunder,
Good.
Toki stunned up,
Aw.
but has got cover.
Vanya be
It's
like,
enough
nah,
to buy
come
time
here.
for them. Vanya tries to go all the way
Yo, yo,
around,
yo.
but it's Evan and Mad V to bring things back to a double standpoint.
Bro, what the
They're
fuck?
into the middle, but Mad V's position is complete.
Towards the A side of the map, it is going to be the Cypher in position with the reactive breach util. They've moved towards the extremities this time for Falcons, but on a comparatively weaker buy. G2 just waiting out their timing for the exit right behind this Viper wall.
Face your fear.
Really nice placement of rescue there. Right into the top of the site. But Mad V, somehow, able to find a pick through the smoke. And now with a rolling thunder, could do quite a bit from that position. She just needs to stay alive until the rest of the team comes in as well. But it doesn't seem like they're budging yet. They're waiting for the spike to go down. Smart enough of a decision.
I love this from G2. They're just cutting sound, letting Falcons overplay their hand. There's a lot of pressure on Falcons being up against map 2 point. They're over-rotating, and G2's taking full advantage. This is the sign of an experienced team understanding how to navigate these mid-rounds, knowing that
Sorry guys, I
they
couldn't
can
see
just
the
apply
last
pressure by cutting
round.
sound and
Was
pull rotations away
receiving
from the site that's
some
been so
no
active
skill.
since the start of the round. It's a free open plant for Vanya inside of the dark cover and a very low percentage retake for Falcons.
Falcons now need to spend some time.
Oh,
to
that's a
reverse back
retake.
towards this
4v4.
A side. Trailblazer spotting out one of the players, but how many truly
nice,
are in that
okay.
position? Toki taking Mimi down. They know there's at least one more player there now. Rolling Thunder
Okay, Toki.
does take place on site, and it's Toki to flawlessly take on that
Dead.
main side approach. Rescue though is the next one in contention, and Vanya comes out from the shadows to find
Oh,
a
wow.
double herself. But
Oh, wow.
Mappy has got her team covered.
Nice trying,
Do not
guys,
worry, she
girls.
cries, as Falcons remain alive in the second map.
Unblessed.
It's good to see
so-
Toki come alive again, though, right? Because I feel like the first half of this second map has been pretty rough.
What
for
is
her.
Nomad
And
this?
the moment she feels alive, it seems like the whole Falcons roster looks so much better for it.
Straight up the guts. Yet again here for G2. One off the showstopper for Rescue, who's already found her way into Mail, but after initially taking that control and having lost B main, which has now been further pushed by Falcons. They know nothing's
Me?
going on towards
Nah,
this B side of the map.
I'm too
But they're a
old,
little out of
bluntly.
position to defend this A split. It's going to have to be Sandra buying time on site, supported by the Breach Util and Mad V to defend this A hit.
I am too
Arrow
old.
so far has no information.
Plus, on tourneys I play pretty bad.
How many players?
Like, I
through
cannot
the,
play
Falcons have to
as patient as these girls can.
Traversal through,
Also,
roundabout it.
I can play good on my own timings and then on my own
They can drop back.
things.
Showstopper thrown, that's one kill. Splash onto
But
another
like if
player.
my IGL says,
Is that
okay,
good enough
hold
for an
here,
opening?
and when
Look
I
how
say you
quickly
peek,
Falcons have
I
adapted
already
the
know
defense
I'm
of
gonna
this
whiff because
site.
it's not my
Gozen
own timing.
moving into a heavy inhabited
You know what I
site.
mean?
Eva, good first shot.
30
Sandra
seconds left.
repositions
One
and
enemy
repeats.
remaining.
That's a kill for her. Eva still alive on the defense of this site.
Fine,
Vanya
nice
doubles
to
up
clean.
with the spike in
Bye-bye.
hands,
Good
goes
job.
back to the
GG.
inside with the from the shadows, and now is an opportunity to take
GG,
on
we
yet another
win
clutch.
this round. She's gonna clutch
It's gonna
again,
rip
you
her
guys.
movement, see if
It's
she's
gonna
gonna
be
rip a
insane.
shrouded step onto a different angle. Falcons not really much
Oof,
use
but
for
there's
util
a two
outside of
trips
the dark
still.
cover to be completing
kinda
this retake.
crazy.
Gonna go hand in hand.
She's gonna get
through
tripped.
website here.
Ay, ay, ay. Vanya, Vanya.
Close to the
Please,
trip
chill.
wire. Dropping back just in time.
1v2 situation. Vanya can win this easily. Vanya already won a 1v4 in the same map and the same in the same
As they start to
game.
move in. Vanya, she's done it before. Can she do it
Nah.
again? 'Cause time is in her favor, but not the numbers
Hello.
this time. It's Falcons
Quero.
again making it look
Então resulta que eles
dicey.
não queriam ir pra
But they get
Mala.
it done
Eles estavam postando
nevertheless.
a férias.
Second,
With
potentially
fresitas
open
para
up and
mim.
close down the
Gracias,
post
mamãe.
plant.
Hello, Lord. How you
Not
doing?
getting used here once again. Mid
Mama.
is just so free. G2 being given it absolutely every round, taking full advantage. Rescue once again
So good.
straight up into Mail, 130 into the round, and the showstopper gets ripped immediately.
A complete change of pace, but she hasn't looked below. Showstopper does collect one, but is it good enough? Lunge's position. I'm not quite
Okay.
sure how telegraphed it is, which allows Toki to get a double as well. Falcons, they
Toki
can
woke up or what?
This one, G2's fast pace, not paying dividends, walking right into the lines then. And Amy now trying to play catch up. Mimi as well, but both revealed positions. Swing, and not a miss. Amy. Players looking at her. Oh, but she's so clean! And might even have a chance against Toki. No, not this time. Spike dropped again. And it's Mimi's turn. Amy did get a double, and if Mimi can match that, this could be the end of map number 2. Spike for retrieval for Mimi, and it's handed over with 40 seconds to spare. This map is her oyster.
Yeah.
A lot of breach util up for Mad V. Same can be
30
said for
seconds
Mimi.
left.
Falcons just playing together, staying active, trying to play the buddy
Really,
system to clear
Lord?
things off. I don't know if
IGL,
they've
you
heard
mean?
the reroute through Vent
I think
side.
so.
It seems like they're
I
on
think
top
they
of the
were barely
rotation.
Doesn't that
Yeah,
feels
I
good,
think they
huh?
were
It feels
barely
good.
in a position where they could hear it.
Spike planted.
So it's Mimi now, 1v2. Stun up. Stun and retention. Aftershock to both sides, both breaches trying to do the same exact thing. But Mimi, can she do it by herself? As
Anti.
Toki is sticking the defuse. It won't be happening this time. Time to figure
Really
out what the
close.
play is, what the setup is. But the fact that Falcons are starting to shoot back, I think that's where the problem lies.
Once again, space taken in mid by G2. Straight up into Mail is Rescue yet again. Reactive paranoia.
Okay, Eva picking up alone like this.
Player
Okay.
advantage. That's a big pick for Falcons.
That is mad. because ResQ was not paranoid in that situation. The rest of her team was, but she had all her senses intact and still gets dismantled by Eva. Still, one left onto this A site, and that's Sandra.
Cage triggered.
Aftershock, well placed.
Oh.
Might.
Huge stun.
That's a pick onto Vanya. And finally Sandra drops, and the A site given over to
Gracias.
G2, but they're climbing upwards here.
Lucky.
It's a 1v, well, it's a 3v4.
How you doing, Marky? Oh, GG.
Get invested by Amy, but she's 5 HP. Very spammable here, Pavlos.
True. Nah, GG.
Petra, good shot. Knows exactly where Toki
No.
is, but the device is spent. She
No!
can't see where the opposition is. Man V into the fight, which allows Mimi to be all by herself.
Nah, bro, I'm jinxing. I'll shut the fuck up next round.
It was a 1v2 a couple rounds ago. Falcons all of a sudden find themselves
Yeah,
in
what the
arm's
hell?
reach of G2, matching double digits, and with a 5-round winning streak, I believe.
Util offered to her by Mad V. G2 now back on another half buy. It's going to be a quick play towards the B site.
I don't know why, but this game feels like it's destined for overtime. Dark cover at the back of side. Rescue goes in, barely a weapon to work with, and everything thrown at their feet. G2 want to get rid of this round quickly as they walk into Falcons. Get ripped to shreds. One by one into the meat grinder.
12-11.
And one round only between the two teams.
Signs for a coach is being able to make these adjustments on the fly in terms of taking the site and just, you know, adjusting the little bits of util or the protocols. Once again, it's the 1-3-1 here for G2. A little bit of mid pressure. Haunted to ropes, smoke to mail, rescue once again taking space.
Pretty good. A bit sweaty now that G2 is 12-11.
Big setup here for Falcons to be able to try to deny.
I know I
any
wanted it to be a
control or
fair
space
game,
in
but
mail.
actually I want a 3-0 now.
There's so much for Falcons on this left-hand side. And there's a lot of info gathering on that A site. Oh, Toki with a showstopper straight out of the bat. Misses the mark, though. An opportunity to get the numbers advantage early on in this round. Miss. Seeker's thrown out as well. It feels like we're seeing a couple of panic ults.
Yeah,
coming up
start
from
moving
Falcons.
to
They've got
A
no
Falcons,
of the other
because I
ultimates
think they
left in
finished
their
on A.
chamber right now for
Seeing
the
what we
remainder
see.
of this round.
Yeah.
Yeah, G2 just baited that trap so perfectly. They've dealt with the cam over on Heaven's side. A lot of pressure now for Falcons. You have no control of this A site. They're just playing full retake. They're worried about that Heaven control because the cam's already been dealt with. So G2 going to be given so much space.
I mean, they have
and
to
the
play
Rolling Thunder
offside
still not
because
used yet. The
Breach has
potential to
ult,
get that
so the best
Nightfall,
thing they
these
gotta
ults
do
could
is
close
just
the
play
game.
out.
The post player for G2, Rolling Thunder going to be invested
Oi,
on the side.
oi,
Can
oi.
they touch? No, she's going to hold it. That's massive for Mimi.
She's holding it.
Normally, I would be concerned with time trouble as they were 30
Ala,
seconds
que
but there was no one in this
badass.
A site to stop them from moving in.
She's a badass.
And Rolling Thunder kept.
She held it ult. She did not ult
And this
side.
is a 5 versus
She's
5
ready.
retake. This could get rough. This could get messy. Toki stand up early. Has to move into elbow. Vanya not
Okay.
yet challenged, but it's
Okay,
Maddie with
nice.
first blood. Mimi and Vanya
nice,
doing
nice.
God's work
Go.
to the back of this site. And all of a sudden, Toki is
GG.
been cussed up as well. Mimi wants to do it all by himself as a captain, leading from in front this round. And Ludge, all that remains. What
Yeah,
a
GG.
valiant effort it has been.
Can't win it.
What an amazing comeback to put us in the hope that Falcons can do it. But all that was needed
Attackers win.
is one great round from G2 Gozen to close out map number 2.
What the
It's gonna
fuck?
be the deciding map of this grand final, which is, I feel the way this
Hey!
is kind of trending. But
Fix your lags.
we'll see what we're going to
Hello,
get here.
hello.
Jump spot from Sandra, spotting out multiple players there, and G2 started to make some inroads towards B. You've got the 3 players.
I'm
to
so
play
confused.
against
Why
all
there's not a
Falcons. Not
Cypher in
quite
here?
Sure which side they want to commit to.
She's not that good
It's
anymore or
like
what?
they know they're going to go for a retake. You know, one player.
Yeah,
is
girls
playing
are
through
welding.
extremities of OP, can't have 2 players at the back.
Oh, look at the wingman. Just planting.
From forward. And it's the wingman to place that spike down.
Oof, oof, oof.
And it's ResQ with the first kill. 2 players
Okay.
into elbow already.
Hi, help.
G2 Gozen seems to be covering that angle for now.
Amy with a double
It's
kill.
Amy to shut down both of these players
And
herself.
goodbye.
G2 Gozen bringing momentum from the previous map, and it looks like they'll
Make
be
it
closing
flawless
out
here,
this
Petra.
one
Don't die.
flawlessly with only 1 player remaining.
Flawless,
in their
flawless.
attempt to get a kill here. Ever fully telegraphed 3 players. Pika, and it's an under.
I don't have
Attacking
chat.
side quite often and plays that pseudo senti role on defense. whereas the rest of G2 gonna be getting a bit crazy with it. Not this round though, Pavlos. Obviously, we're in the anti-eco. Snakebite, actually quite cute to come in through the roof there. That's a cheeky little lineup that I wouldn't mind stealing. And Rescue gonna get herself a freebie ult orb for the Yoru ult.
As soon as any noise is made from G2 goes
Dangerous.
A site, you can see the 3 players lurking in spawn have already made their way into this A site, trying to fend off against Rescue.
Rescue!
Walks right into it. Quite unfortunate, I'd say, for the lack of a better word.
A little bit.
That's the G2. Just contact walking straight into U-Haul behind this wall.
I mean, race is really good here, guys. I think not picking a race here. It's a bit dangerous.
Covered.
But then again, C2, they know what they're doing.
No shields. But hang on a second. Falcons have turned it all around with 2 kills of their own. This could be very doable. Cascade from Vanya. Not going to be moving forward after that. G2 goes and need a pick because Falcons have found themselves a bulldog.
30 seconds left.
And Eva is the dangerous player that you need to look out for on this one. And she's
well, Eva is chilling really far from the teammates.
In short, while the rest of Falcons are happy to hold that back from the side. Petra, that second shot is nuts. But this is where Eva comes in play, but she doesn't quite have a gun out. You need to have your bulldog out, but you do have time. Toki moving in to the smoke itself. That's the pick. And actually, the Harbor Smoke is working to G2's advantage, although they haven't quite touched the spike yet. And Petra's going to play the waiting game.
No, she won't. Wow. Wow, Falcons threw these rounds. That was so bad. And more against Petra, you know, Petra's more like the sofa player, like more calm, more slower, is not as aggressive. So you need to play faster against her.
Petra, and that's the Empress online.
4 players at the back of this A site. Gozen for the hard take here from G2 Gozen. Toki's able to find the right Yoru clone. And at the same time, Falcons are finding a lot of success with the Vandals to the back of the site. G2 Gozen, though, turn it all back around.
Sandra, please, wake up.
So G2 Gozen, in a matter of seconds, are now on top. With Eva trying to do it alone. And the guiding light won't be finding anything. And the spike is in the middle of the open. So she can only hope that someone is going to be checking on showers, but no, G2 are going to play this one together.
It's a GG, guys.
Not even saying
and Sandra, sleep, bro. Sleeping. Sleeping beauty.
At least it's not as broken as it used to be, but
that's true.
Definitely a popular choice. Another anti-eco here for G2, and I'm once again getting the sense that Amy's back in that kind of star mentality. I don't think Split is really been her map. But from the other games on certain maps that I've seen from her, she will add some more firepower to G2 here, for sure.
Petra on the range.
Yeah, give me those steps. I need to know if they're stepping or not.
Being a different wave of approach. Falcons have got the gist of what's going on. Mad V's first to drop.
Oh shit. Oh shit, dead.
Another kill like that. Could actually put Falcons in contention. With Eva peeking out of the smoke, Vanya's
and there she is, Sandra. The Sleeping Beauty. Oh, has a Wanda now. Come on, Sandra, shut my mouth up, please. Show me what you're made of.
Only if G2 goes and make a mistake, Sandra can do anything. But it looks like that might not be that easy. Spike to the corner, no one's peeking. Vanya's coming in from behind as well. Sandra can get one. That's all she can get. As it's a flawless streak of rounds.
How much I make and all the stuff, like I don't have problems, but when it's regarding Riot, we have contracts and stuff that we cannot say what and when. You know, we need to be.
You can see the fast reversal to the back of the site.
Most of us, we do this because we want to watch the games with you guys. You know? Just because we want to watch the game together. Instead of me watching on my couch right now. Oh, yeah. Instead of me watching on my couch, I just watch it here with you. That's why most of the streamers do it, yeah. Most of us.
It's a wraparound in the making. It seems that there's Vanya looking in that direction, which is good enough to shut her down.
Get out. TP out.
Force them out of the B site. G2 Gozen. Take no other excuses to stick around and move over as fast as possible.
He had the rotation through market side from Vanya, so the TP would have been pretty suicidal for Falcons. They're going to try to complete this retake with the Cascades and the Satchel out if possible. No more smokes left over on the brim
3v3, all three from CT. Do we have a flash?
For now.
We don't.
3 on 3.
We don't
that
have a
Falcons
flash.
desperately need. Losing this one, being 5-0. Can't
Yeah,
be
no,
easy
it's
on the
okay.
psyche at all. You're ready to
Vanya,
watch
get
out.
two there.
Vanya,
One,
close to the action.
one more.
That's
Two.
the first pick.
Standing.
Já está.
Turns around for the second.
Já está.
God,
Já
she's a
está.
queen.
Vanya just built it.
And there you go. G2
Built
keeps
it.
on giving.
Just insane here for G2 Gozen. Another half buy
Really
for Falcons.
clean.
It just gets
Oi, oi, oi.
pummeled once
Okay,
again.
Sandra.
Blind, there's the flash over the top.
Go
though,
back,
but
go back.
the
You gotta
Petra
pick, play
advantage.
numbers.
Shots down the bottom would be long, but they don't feel
Stop.
confident enough to scale forth and try to retrieve
That's a
that.
call. It's not me. That's the call. When you get all
Shots they're
speaks,
playing
guys, you just
are
fall the
proactive
fucking
in their
back.
gameplay.
You
They
just
end
fall
up
back. You have the
getting
number.
something out
Just
of it.
relax now. Still, this is a 5v5 still. To do with one less man is more dangerous than 5v5 sometimes.
Never spotted, but at the same time, she's
Oh, the
figured
Harbor has
out
a good
what G2
flank, eh?
Gozen's moving for.
Ooh, very good
Haven't
flank
cleared out
from
shells just
Harbor.
yet, so rescues on that duty.
But she
Mad
needs to
V
hurry, otherwise they're
is
gonna be
the
aware of
linchpin
her.
here. She does. Will be the most crucial aspect of Falcons round here.
And there
Gets to the
were,
spot.
claro, es que
Vanya
tías,
turns
tarda
around,
un
but
huevo.
Mad
Mads,
V
please.
can't find the shot in time. And it's weapon superiority to take it.
When you have
Right
such a
equilibrium.
fast flank,
4
you
versus 4.
cannot
Mimi close to the
wait.
action.
Because
Falcons got
they're gonna be
to take
fucking
the fight.
aware
Vipers
again.
out, and Mimi's there to cover the angle. And all of a sudden,
You already have the
Falcons
fast
trailing
flank,
far
don't
behind.
lose
Only
it.
2
Don't
players
lose the
remaining.
fast flank situation.
And with G2 closing up the distance with shorties in hands, it can't be too comfortable at all. But they've got to take a chance here. The next round is where they buy. This one is one that was for the history books already, but it's damage they're looking for. But I'm not quite sure how much damage G2 Gozen is willing to give them.
Last player remaining.
Bot shots through. And eventually, G2
Amazing, guys.
Gozen gets it done. And for 6 consecutive rounds.
Hard
How you
carry
doing?
performances on the previous map is having a rough one this time around. Someone else will have to step up probably. Cascade progressing up short A here. G2 preparing themselves for this A execute, and Mimi's got the kill with the mosh pit over the top. Beautiful stuff.
Huh?
Toki is in
How?
trouble here.
What?
Paint shells
Where?
not quite thrown out in time.
Wait, what?
And yeah, it's all crumbling.
What
With
was the
Falcons,
beat?
There's not much you can say
How
about
the
it
fuck
because
did the
G2
Reyna
winning
die to
trade
that?
after
I wanna
trade.
see.
Yes, Falcons
I wanna
can switch it
see
up,
the
but it was a
replay
bit
of the mosh
distorted.
pit, please.
2
Oi.
players, 2 different locations, both of them not quite able to trade their lives.
Oi, Vanya, a little
And it's a
too
story as simple as
comfortable.
that to put G2 in front. Mad V trying to change the fate of this round herself. Petra in the fight, but it's Mad V to collect it. Amy, with the information given, will step
I
out
am
of the shadows,
fine.
get
I'm
one
really,
herself, but
really
back
well.
into
Thanks for
safety.
asking.
And rescues there for a guarantee. This is difficult. But they both hide within the smoke itself. Broken quickly and off the spike.
Holy
Mad V
shit,
doubles
Mavs.
up, and maybe there's a chance. Captain v captain.
That's getting
but it's
shoot
Mimi
though.
to take home the
Yeah,
win.
it's the finals.
Just seen this year might be everyone else playing for second.
Toki is aggressive very far forwards here. Doubles up with action.
Now they lose. Oh my god, okay,
Working out
okay.
for the Falcons
Okay.
side As G2 greet them in that long exchange. And
Strat that can
Ah,
get
so
you
Falcons
rolling,
has more
definitely
money than
change up
them.
the pace and the
How?
momentum on
I'm
defense.
actually curious now. I'm actually mega curious. You're going to have to tell us later.
Explain me.
Off stream. But for now, it's Falcons knowing
Ooh,
that
they're
what
pushing.
works for them is taking aggressive stances. And they're doing exactly that. Sandra's gone a little bit too far though. No reinforcements. as
Let her,
Falcons
let her
also
cook.
Double up outside of Hookah, allowing G2 Gozen to move into B scot-free. But they've gained a lot of map space.
Yeah.
I
this is
guess
the
if,
protocol for
if
Falcons.
it's
We've seen
working,
this
if you're
against
having any
Giants. As
luck
soon as they
with
lose
adoption.
B1 control, they actually just take Hookah and push straight down the middle of the map. I like the approach, particularly against a comp that doesn't have a Sentinel. So you've actually had both teams kind of pass each other like ships in the night. Falcons, the read is that this is an A here, and they're just maintaining bathrooms control. G2 not quite feeling comfortable enough with, you know, sound being
thing
cut
is-
by Falcons that they can get into this B side for free.
Amy is looking. The thing is, also, at the same time, the 2 players are backed. There's players coming in at them from all
Trade.
sorts of directions. And
Nice,
Amy
nice.
can only live
Not
for
bad.
so long. At least it's bought enough time for
Exactly.
G2 Gozen to move into this B site.
4v3.
3v4.
But Talk is really low
Crash
and Eva's
Reckoning
dead to
gonna be
heal.
difficult to complete a retake against those ults, and Petra with the Empress active gonna take this full towards spawn side, evening up the numbers.
Petra still has the confidence to take Jules
Why
like
is it
that.
so difficult to adopt over there?
moving
Here
it
in
together
Spain,
as
you
a
can just go
unit.
to any like home,
Player strong.
like a dog home, and
Petra
you adopt
Still
instantly.
dragging strong. Wingman in support. And it's Sandra all to herself. With not long to live, a quadra for Petra, and G2 keeping the win going.
That's what you want to see.
I
from
like
the
that.
Reyna. Just quick duels being taken with the Empress active. Feels so oppressive to play against for all the plebs in ranked. Someone's having a good game on the Reyna. You're just getting wide peeked over and over again into dismiss. Absolutely no trade potential. It's what happens when your Reyna comes up huge and actually has impact. 11 and 6 for Petra. Big fight over short A here.
Oh wow, Nina, that's crazy. Well, that's actually good.
Petra
It
is
means
Sandra
that there's not a lot of
feeling hot.
abandoned dogs. Oh,
Quadra, she got the last round. She'll be opening up this one, but does fall.
oh
shortly
look,
after.
says
Thrasher does catch.
not against my girl.
Lush is there
Holy
to
shit.
counteract this aggression. There's already rotations
Push
in the making
Vanya.
for
Oh,
Falcons,
no.
so Vanya
I
pins
see.
it in with nowhere to go.
Save Toki after the
If
flash,
G2
shuts
wins
it
this
down.
game, it's
Oh.
over.
That's
If
very
you lose
aggressive
game, it's
striking
another
from
game.
Toki, but it actually pays dividends. Falcons decide that the way to go is with full pedal to the metal. And as
Oh,
G2
Toki. Okay,
wrap
Toki.
into,
Okay, Toki.
showers,
Oh, they saw you,
might be
Toki.
going all the way around to
Oh my
Greek, but
fucking
Amy's
god,
got the
you're
angle
dead.
covered. You flash in Toki's direction. Rez picks her up, and it's already a 4 versus 4. But just like the round before, there wouldn't be a round of Falcons in this latter stage of the second half without a flank.
Yeah, they're just trying to get into the game. You know, it feels like they've been trying to flood play against whatever retake scenario they end up in after G2's executed, and now they're just trying to take a bit of control of their own lives at this point, make something happen, push on the map, be proactive and assertive, which is exactly what ResQ's doing with this Yoro ultimate, clearing out all of this A site and creating space for G2 to be able to flood up on into it. There's the high tide and the wingman plant.
I think only one player was spotted throughout it, but with the element of nation, they can sort of figure out where the rest are.
30 seconds
Sandra
left.
causing a lot of noise here. A lot of G2 players looking in this direction, and it buys time for Mad V to come in as well to do some damage of her own, and Spike hasn't quite gone down yet. We're at 20 seconds. G2 need to be very careful with this. Mad V in the mosh pit couldn't get away, and it's ever alone. Spike picked up.
10 seconds
Not
left.
quite a safe position.
Oh,
for
they
Ever here.
know.
Oh, actually, it is.
G2
Never mind.
knows.
So no interruption available. And with the rescue going all the way behind Ever here, there's no way Ever will look behind her in time.
No.
G2 guaranteeing a really strong...
Here does not inspire much confidence at all. One off the orbital on Luge is probably the only thing worth talking about, unless Mad V gets some sharp sheriff shots. We know she's capable of it, and Petra, smelling the weak bite, has once again got the outlaw out, even though it's the last round of the half.
What is this?
Why not? Feeling confident. I mean, Falcons have been pushing quite a bit, so if you're going to be playing the spread out default, wait for them to push approach. It's probably one of the best guns to do it with. And knowing the economical troubles Falcons
Okay, like,
are in,
Vanya's here. Let's just get the fuck out. Let's
figure
go
out
around.
something
Let's just
like
fight
that.
someone else.
Still, G2, very slow in the approach, knowing exactly how Falcons have been playing out the previous rounds, but it's not quite the same approach this time. The girls in green.
Rotation from the Rays. Will be 3 players with boots on the ground in the site here.
I love
it's got a
Vine.
Short creep there.
I love Vine.
They go, and Sandra is the first to notice contact. Actually moves up very close to this fight. Might be tempted to move out from that smoke. Pressure into showers, but both of the players taking the fights from Falcons have lost their
I like
lives.
to see Mimi and another agent and
G2
Petra too. It's really fun.
Seem very
I think they have more fun too.
entering the second part of this round on the post plant. Toki's going to do so much. That's one pick, one piece of the puzzle. And with Rez having all the information available to her, will get a couple of kills herself. Eva alone finds a
Easy,
kill before
guys.
she drops.
It's
but
easy
that's
game for
G2
them.
to bring up a glorious comeback on the second map split, but they didn't quite close it out as they would have liked. First things first is this pistol round. And G2 know exactly what is going on. They've dropped back completely. Petra not wanting to trade a life. Amy gets one and gets out of there scot-free. Only get half points of
They're
health
looking
for
for
her now
her.
as we enter the post plant. It hasn't even been planted just yet. Falcons, he's going to take ramp control because they didn't quite have it, which allows Petra to get a nice little kill.
Like they're losing their
Oh dear,
1v1s
might be
the
overcooking a
whole
little bit
time.
here.
And it's not like
Falcons
G2
is
is
stressed.
one
Gets to
tapping the
Mad
entire
Vic to the
time.
back of it.
It's just that they are
Wall is
whiffing.
good to keep G2
They're
safe.
whiffing.
And once it drops, they'll be able to use this Dizzy to move out of it as well. Mimi,
Spike
one.
down A.
Vanya as
Everyone.
well. And Falcons are trailing behind one player against three.
And over.
Ever.
GG.
With not many kills to her name, won't be stacking up those stats.
On the Dizzy, great patience from Mimi.
Estas son las finales, Pablo. Esta es una final.
Falcons trying to wrap backside a U-haul there.
No lo parece,
Force
porque
by
es
here
que
from Falcons,
G2.
last ditch
Es que
attempt to
Falcon
try
está
and make
jugando
something
muy
happen
mal.
here. Will
Yo
be
no
strong
sé
against the
qué
outlaw
pasó
purchase for the
aquí.
most part.
No entiendo. Que están cagaditas, vamos.
Takes the first fight. Interestingly, though, Sandra's the one with first blood. They've got sheriffs, which can pack a punch. But honestly, they need a little bit more than that.
Que están jugando muy mal, la verdad, no
Opening
entiendo.
pick over to bathroom side. This is what Sandra was doing pretty fantastically against Giant X, the way that she was working bathrooms control. The old school way. I've absolutely cast a curse to her there, though, and now over onto this B
No.
long line. It's an instant burst from Vanya.
Falcons are in big trouble. They've moved in, and Vanya's dancing around them. Cannot do a thing, really. They're being pounced upon, and Falcons.
Vanya just makes me think I can do the same that she does.
with their
You know,
mental
she's a
in
bad
the
influence.
gutter.
I'm gonna go to my rank game thinking I'm Vanya and I'm almighty
Yeah,
Vanya.
I kinda saw Evan
and I'm
get
gonna
Tokyo
throw my
there.
rank.
What
So not
now?
fair, Vanya.
What do we do? And honestly, I don't think many
Just
people have
die,
an
just
answer
die,
to
go
that
next.
question. They do at least have a
Oi.
spike
Oh, you okay?
under their
Never mind.
control. Toki doubles up though, and
Holy
says
fuck.
this is exactly what we're going to do. Mimi draws it right back up to a 1 versus 2. Eva's got so much to do
10
here,
seconds left.
but she has to isolate Mimi before Amy comes into
Amy's
contention.
ready.
Mimi is low, Bulldog chase right after her. Spots out where Amy is, and now she has to deal with 2 players. 2 seconds, she needs the kill, but she can't get the spike. And she does so! The Red Bull clutch ever keeps Falcons right back in the fight.
For
Two
them.
with that round two
There's no
bye.
coming back.
And now a potential chance to start to
Give me
string some rounds together.
noise.
It's exactly
Thank
as you
you.
mentioned, though. It's just one
Oh, they're
step at a
stacking
time.
along.
Nothing to get too
Look at this
excited
stack.
about. It's still pretty far gone here for Falcons. They're going to find themselves another orb. But, you know, every good comeback starts with a
Oh
couple of steps.
my god, I would have TP out.
They pretty much
Hi,
heard
TP
all
out.
of the players from G2 moving out of the TP.
Yeah, planting for CT, no, I'm hoping.
Falcons will be
Or
looking
they're
in
that silly.
direction. I mean, they were so close to
They
each other.
planted
it
for
could have
CT,
been
right?
So they are taking care if anybody's moving in from spawn. Potential burn into showers. Purge moves out of the shadows. Petra picks up 1. Bulldog collected. And maybe things get a little bit dicey here. Just maybe.
G2 wins this.
A long way to go for G2. And with Evan close by,
Never mind.
Bangyan will drop, and the rest of G2 will drop like flies also. With only pistols, there's nothing they can do, and the Falcons,
Them have the orb here, Pavlos.
it's not going to be that easy. The idea of what both of these teams are fighting for, and so far, nobody's going to be
The
getting that
trades
orb
there.
anytime soon. It's just the kill trade to come
Toki
out.
gone. Both duelists are gone.
Falcons see shower control, repositioning from G2. And you can see a quick wraparound coming in from Vanya, but would it be quick enough? Part of the zone moves onto the side.
Both
Amy,
Harvers with their
a
ults
good
countering.
shot side angle that could catch them up on their cross, and that's exactly what happens. Sandra is down, so is Lush. And in a matter of seconds, Falcons' firepower has been halved in 2. And
Ay, 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 Falcons. What the fuck was that, bro? I don't like to see things like this.
It's going to take a kill
Like,
from
I
Eva
am
and
going with
probably
G2 and I
instant
want
seekers
G2 to win
rotation if they're gonna have a chance in
100%.
this
They're
round.
winning, yes. But like, I like to watch a good game too.
One enemy remaining.
And like, fucking hell, mistakes and those things. How do you not check?
And once again, a
Like, lots
massive
of
fight in
money.
Short A.
I've got your trail.
Push comes in.
Go with your
Frankie
ult.
looking to lead the charge. This is a final desperate attempt here
shower.
from Falcons to remain into the game. They were able to square a lot of rounds by the end
God.
of the last
Oh,
one. Team
God.
lose miserably, but can they do it again to at least give them a chance for an overtime play?
Spike planted.
Rescue. Will be
And
alone
one.
in this one, and Falcons will be happy to take
Eva
this fight,
is
but Eva doesn't
just
check the
asleep.
corner. That is crucial. Flash blinding a couple of players, but Sandra's still able to pick up the kill.
Petrita, the cornies, honey.
By G2. Lush hiding out. But it's Amy with a triple. G2, they're so close to it, they can smell it. A Toki 1 versus 3. That seems so freaking difficult right now. They know exactly where she hides. They know exactly where she is. She only has time in her favor, but nothing else. G2 Gozen, and now your
Wow.
sixth time. EA
Unbelievable.
gives you the
What a
chance,
fucking
and flawlessly
finals.
Take back what's righteously theirs.
It's the start of a new G2 dynasty. I'm feeling like the massive pickups of the star players of all of their rivals last year. Amy comes in from Ascend, Vanya in from BBL, and G2 looking
Easiest
scary
game of
as
their
all
life,
hell
guys.
for
They
the
were
rest
playing
of the Game
against-
Changers scene.
yeah.
You can see how much
Easy.
it means to them, despite the fact that, you know, a couple of them have already won a couple of titles. Vanya, obviously, the only remaining reigning champ now that Eva goes down in that grand final. And Falcons, as I mentioned before, great run this season, definitely early on, especially in the group stage, having beaten G2, looking like a very fearsome team, but maybe just not ready, not experienced enough for this grand final. I'm keen to see what they do the rest of this year, though.
Oh, I'm definitely curious as what they've got in store for us, right? Because G2 Gozen have tended to win the first competition of the year every time, whatever the iteration of the roster is, but fall off towards the end and hand it off to a guild, perhaps, BBL Queens, right? So that may be happening, and Falcons look to be the strongest team in contention thus far, but that is a 6th title, nonetheless, for G2 Gozen, right? That's another trophy for their cabinet, and I'm sure they must be very happy about this one, right? Because we're talking about a whole new project. And
That is
every time there's a whole
crazy.
new project, it's a brand new risk that G2 Gozen seem to
Too
show
easy,
us
guys.
that, hey, they've got what it takes to
I
build
was
a new
hoping for a
roster
little
and
more
build
of a
strong one. And
struggle there. Not a
Yeah,
struggle, but a
absolutely.
little
And as you-
closer
as you
games.
mentioned,
Come on.
Obviously qualifying on points previously at the end of last year. They've set themselves up well to do that. However,
That's
if they
the
keep
question
playing
I
the rest of
have.
the competitions in form like that,
That's
it's
the
gonna
only
take
question
a
I
very
have.
impressive team indeed to beat them.
Well, I'm going to prompt you guys to go and buy tickets for Madrid because that's coming up shortly. Right, everybody, if you got yourselves time, do make your way over to Spain because that's where the best and best of Valorant and the best of the best teams of the world will be heading out as well. The first global event of the year, so make sure you do scan that QR code and
That
get
is
yourselves the tickets as
crazy.
fast as
Are we gonna
possible
have an
before
interview with
they
the
do sell out.
girls?
But there was so much action this game, it all has to get broken down. And for that, we've got a lovely desk led by Frankie to show you the way.
Thank you, PP. Brilliant casting. I hope to see the two of you pair up again. And also, we have to say a massive get well soon to Ash as well. It's fantastic having her on the desk yesterday, and I know she's going to be back with a bang for stage 2 later this year. But we got to talk about the finish of stage 1, Sam, because that was quite the performance, quite the statement from G2. Sam, you were actually telling us, in fact, that this is the first time we've had a 3-0 in a grand final for Game Changers since 2022.
That's right. Stage 2, 2022, when G2 beat Guild 3-0. That was the last time that we had a straight up 3-mapper, done and dusted, home in time for T. For the rest of the time, it's always been 4 maps, maybe a 5-map here or there, but this is the cleanest. And the really cool thing is that it's G2 back at their full top form, right? Another 3-0 after 2 years, but they've done it. They're back at the top.
They
Yeah,
are.
G2.
And I am
Sorry,
so
on you go,
sorry to
Frankie. I
interrupt
totally-
you, Billy.
It's all
I'm
good.
sorry. I just know that we have our winners on the line. So I'm going to gossip with you girls about what this victory means in a moment. But before then, congratulations, GG, G2. How do you feel?
I'm feeling amazing. How are you guys feeling?
I love that Amy's asking the questions for me now to G2. Yeah, Amy, ask how your teammates are feeling.
How are you guys feeling? Good.
Are you feeling thank you?
Feeling thank you.
Yes, Amy, I am so impressed with your trajectory in the last year, especially. Stage 1 and 2 of last year, you came 3rd. Stage 3, you came 2nd.
But
to
it's
that
pretty
woman
too, eh?
standing on your left. and now you're a champion with her and G2 by your side. What does this victory mean for you personally?
It means so much. I'm so happy I could finally do it. It's been a rough year last year, so I'm really happy I could do it with my teammates, and I'm super proud of everyone.
So tell me about when you got the call from G2. I mean, it must have been an instant yes, and I doubt
For
you
sure.
were surprised either, but tell me your reaction.
I mean, I was super happy, of course. Like, I just knew Mimi and Petra are super like experienced players, but also super good players, and I just know the org G2 is amazing, so it just felt really good.
Were you also slightly relieved to not have to play against them and against Fania?
100%.
And tell me about Rescue, stood right behind you as well. She had a fantastic performance today. It was such a highlight seeing her get so much valid information and getting some spicy shots on Breeze to kick off this series. What's she like as a new teammate?
I'm super proud of her. She's like such a good person in the team. Like, she's super bubbly, and I just love Ada. My
We love
kiddo.
watching all of you play together. Yeah, we're talking about you, Rescue. Do you wanna say hello, Rescue?
Do you want to say hello? Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Is she mid-tweet? I think we caught that.
She
What
is
did Rescue
shy.
just say?
She said hello, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, 1, 2, 3. Her first words as a champion. Mimi in the background, we can just see you. Congratulations on winning your first big event as an IGL. I do want to ask, what's it like not having Petra in the room with you guys? Because we're so used to seeing Mimi and Petra side by side.
It's of course super sad. Like, I wish Petra was here right now, but also, but also she's still like giving us energy, and it's still like she's here, even though she's not. Like, she's still giving us energy in the VC. So, but we miss you.
We miss Petra on the desk as well. I've actually got a candle burning in the background of my room just over there because I saw that Petra had a candle during her interview the other day, and I was like, I really need some of Petra's skill, talent, and energy. So I've literally just like copied her pre-game ritual in my corner over there. Now, one of the things that we've spoken about on the desk is that G2, we always expect you guys to win, but you haven't had a year where you've won all 3 events. So how do you keep this momentum going?
Just gotta work hard. And we just gotta work hard, and I don't know, if we work hard, we keep our comms up, then our momentum will just stay there. Like, I think everyone is super strong on their team. Like, we will
Oh
be
yeah.
able to beat every team.
Amy, I think that might be the creepiest rose I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's a bit
What is
old.
that?
It's from
It's like,
we had it for our National Women's Day, but it's like I had it on my desk since then, and we got this from the CS team.
did you actually? Is it signed Nico or from Oya or from the boys?
They're here too at the facility right now, so that's why.
Oh, amazing! Well, the
Hello,
drinks are on
snacks.
them, I think, and hopefully G2 are going to get you some fresh flowers. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we let you guys go and celebrate?
No, thank you. I'm really happy. See you next stage.
We're so happy to see you guys back on top. Congratulations again. See you in stage 2.
Bye.
Bye, Amy. Very, very well, guys.
Before I started going on about how much I love her current hairstyle.
Very nice. I am also
Another
leaving because my daughter needs me. We need to do some homework, and I need to explain her some things. But we're gonna be back tomorrow. It's been 9 hours that I'm here, and I need a little break now. Thank you all for joining me on this watch party, guys. You are amazing. You're the best. I love you. And this is not the last watch party of the month, because we are also allowed to watch party the Masters Madrid. So we're gonna have, you know, fresh drops in the channel, and we're gonna be just rooting for Team Heretics this time because they are the Spanish team. So definitely we're gonna go with them. But if they're out, we go with I think Carmen and Scorps, because I really like the team too. Thank you all, guys. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow for another stream. Okay? Have a good one. Mwah, mwah, mwah.